5 Dedikasi. Kelas 5 Dedikasi adalah di bawah bimbingan guru kelasnya, yaitu Encik Lai Kian Hua, dan dibantu oleh Puan Bernawati Lamtuhan. Majlis dengan sukacitanya menjemput wakil pelajar 5 Dedikasi untuk menyampaikan mutiara kata. Dipersilakan.
Yang berbahagia Encik Mojuntin Ebin, Pegawai Pendidikan Daerah Penampang. Yang dihormati Encik Hector Jintoni, Timbalan Pengurusi Lembaga Pengurusan Sekolah. Yang dihormati Datuk Philip Simbang, Yang Dipertua PIBG Sekolah. Yang dihormati Encik Daniel Petros, Pegawai Angkat Pejabat Pendidikan Daerah Penampang. Yang berusaha Puan Jennifer Asing, Pengetua SM St. Michael Penampang. Barisan penolong kanan yang dihormati, guru-guru, warga sekolah, ibu bapa serta para pelajar yang akan bergraduasi pada hari ini. I'm standing here today for a reason. You'd think I'd actually want to stand up here alone, but it takes guts, and I just cannot tell you how much I am shaking right now. I'm up here because of a coin flip I had with my friend Adam, to see who would go on stage to deliver a speech, in which I clearly lost. They said I should make this speech cry-worthy, so I'm going to do the best I can. I know it's totally cliche to start a speech talking about how I remember memories like it was just yesterday, but I really do. I remember stepping into SM St. Michael for the first time in December of 2011. The new school uniform and all, being stared at our seniors, and just feeling scared and excited of what's going to happen next. I remember the times in Form 1 at the end of the year where a bunch of us were put into different classes. Some were moved a class below and some were moved a class higher. I was one of those people. In Form 2, I remembered how we always freaked out when we didn't complete our sejarah homework if our teacher was Teacher Lizzie. Or the times where we somehow figured the school's Wi-Fi password and all of us Form 2 students were in the mini hall sitting in a line with our laptops. And in Form 3, don't get me started on PT3. The exam was a surprise for me, and that year was pretty much of a struggle for us, especially those who came to extra classes on Sundays. And last year, being Form 4 students, we were told not to enjoy too much, as it was not to be considered our honeymoon year, and we should be focused on studying. But of course, we still made it our honeymoon year. Last but not least, this year, as Form 5 students, I think this year was the year where you start learning a lot and start appreciating what you have going on in your life. Your friends, your family, despite the fallouts and the backstabbing, I wouldn't change a thing. Those fallouts are bound to happen, and they will continue to happen again in the real world. High school just trains you how to handle it, and you grow from then on. Over the years of being here, I've learned a lot. I've gained some friends and lost some friends, in which I'm still very truly sorry. I've also gained a lot of advice from teachers and friends, and I will forever keep them in my heart. Since the teachers are the one who are always giving advice to us, I'd like to be the one today to try and give some inspiring advice to the batch of 2016. No matter what you do in your life, it's okay. If you're ambitious and you're that kind of person that's driven and completely focused, that's great, you'll do it. If you have some aspirations but you're still not quite sure how to get there, that's totally fine too. Don't worry. And if you feel aimless and spend years doing a job that feels meaningless to you, even that is okay. You don't necessarily have to be defined by your work. You will naturally gravitate to the things that will make you happy. So on behalf of my class 5 Dedikasi, We would like to extend our thanks to our most beloved principal, Madam Jennifer, for being such a caring principal and understanding our needs as students, and doing the best she can in making our school not only a better place to us, but to future students to come. We would also like to thank our class teacher, Teacher Lai, who has so many different kinds of advice for us. He could come up with all these ideas of how to achieve success just by asking us to see how famous people like Cristiano Ronaldo achieve their goals. We thank you very much, teacher. Lastly, we would like to thank our subject teachers, each and every one of them. I'd really like to mention them all, but I'm not that prepared for this speech, and I don't want to make this speech any longer than it already is. But we are very thankful for the advice and the lectures or motivations we get. But mostly lectures because of the many homeworks we have somehow failed to complete. We still totally appreciate the earful you have given us. We would also like to thank our parents for supporting us and for paying our school fees and for tolerating our behavior, especially throughout this year. And I'd like to thank my classmates who have been there to make me laugh a lot, to extreme levels throughout the years, and having all kinds of weird and ridiculous stories to share amongst ourselves, and are always there for me even though I think I'm a complete embarrassment to them. Thank you. So I'm going to end the speech with a few sentences from one of my favorite TV shows, Castle. There is a universal truth we all have to face, whether we want to or not. Everything eventually ends. As much as I look forward to this day, I've always disliked endings. Last day of holidays, the final chapter of a great book, parting ways with a close friend. But endings are unavoidable. Leaves fall, you close a book, you say goodbye. Today is one of those days for us. Today we say goodbye to everything that was familiar, everything that was comfortable. We're moving on. But just because we're leaving, and that hurts, there are some people who are so much part of us, and they'll be with us no matter what. They're our solid ground, our North Star, and the small clear voices in our hearts that will be with us always. Thank you for listening to my speech, and good luck to all of you for SPM.
Terima kasih diucapkan kepada Wakil Pelajar 5 Dedikasi. Majelis dengan penuh takzimnya menjemput guru kelas tingkatan 5 Dedikasi dan Puan Pengetua untuk mempersilakan dan mengiringi yang berbahagia Encik Mojuddin Ebin, Pegawai Pendidikan Daerah Penampang, untuk menyempurnakan penyampaian sijil graduasi ini. Dipersilakan. Dipersilakan penerima-penerima sijil convocation 5 Dedikasi yang terdiri daripada Adam Yabai Otnel, Kalun Kifel Boyo, Connery Klein Siguti, Demi Dennis Chuan, Diane Clarissa Leung, Emily Sitimba Willis Sikoi, Emmanuel Peter, Estelita Siondong, Jasmine Eve Petrus, Jonathan Hee Chun Hao, Lucia N. Jolie, Melanie Pearl Berry, Nelson Frederick Renu, Nicolette Vine Ferritzit, Pascalia Joy Paulus Lyson, Terence Junior Modular, dan Aldrich Linford Masudal.